The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go, set! Cut back in! Cut back in! Big Lion!
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
Room here to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Ready!
Once again, it's Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He's got his man, London, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they? Well, Brandon, miss a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Lions have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused a well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. He threw the pick before.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We're scoreless after 1. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's complete to Swain.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw again.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Lions nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready. Come on, 38. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are back within a score.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with this defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll set up to throw.
That one is swing complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Firing quickly here, and that's good. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 60
Second and 11. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
He was brought down by Troy Anderson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 3. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. Shifts by him. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw.
Looking for London on the out route, complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Give to Patterson running to the right. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 51 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 28, Lions 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also let you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Trap 50, trap 50. 19 Wyatt.
They'll look to throw here.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That pass caught. It's Williams. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 26 more yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Okay, right.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The right side run with Patterson.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. And defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that will will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hey, man.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Absolutely.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good.
He'll look to throw.
St. Brown on the catch.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Back to throw.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw.
Looking for and finding Arnold once again.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the a two-point conversion to tie the ball game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They needed 8. They only got 6 here in the final seconds as the two-point conversion fails. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball.